as we would do better on the field and hope some things change. But, yeah, it's a long way to go here. But, we just, like I always tell them, just taking baby steps towards moving in the right way. But it's a lot different than where I'm from.
Now, from an administrative standpoint, because we know how big this is when we talk about the success of athletic programs, how much support have you received as you try to turn this football team not only, from a team, if you will, into an actual football program?
Yeah, again, Dr. Swin, the president here, is, been really full speed ahead trying to, get us exactly what we need. I just think that we just had that far to go, and just the way we thought about football. Benedict is very successful in all the other sports except football, and kind of just the way it was set up here. So after, talking to him and talking with Coach Washington, we made some changes to do some things better, and we still have a long way to go. But, I have got the support I need. Just got to get it done.
Absolutely. This is the HBCU Report being heard via Spreaker.com. We are powered by SportsNewsAndBrews.com. In addition to Spreaker, we can now be heard via iTunes, TuneIn, and Google Play Music. The HBCU Report is officially everywhere you are. And right now we are on the line with the Benedict head football coach, Mike White. As Benedict, they are in action this evening, 6 o'clock kickoff from Boiling Springs, North Carolina, where they'll take on a Gardner-Webb University. So, Coach, moving right along, when you look at the conference overall, Benedict and Morehouse are 1-2 in the East. Across the way in the West, Tuskegee and Miles are both very competitive. What are your thoughts on this year's SIAC?
Really, after just coming off just a tough year last year, and we just wanted to, the goal this year was to get our program going in the right direction, and that meaning, wanted to send the senior class out saying that, hey, they had got the program going in the right direction, and really wanted to go from not winning a game to having a winning season. So that was the goal. I think as we move into the season, our defense is playing pretty good with some confidence, and I think, again, the Albany State is really the beast of the East. And after a big win this week over Fort Valley, which was the East opponent also, gives us a lot of momentum going forward. But, we still got some tough games. We still got to stay pretty lucky away from that injury bug. But it gives us a chance, and it gives our guys a lot of momentum going forward. So our program right now, our guys right now are very excited about, the future of Benedict football.
All right, and finally wrapping up with our Benedict College head coach, Mike White. Coach, something that I really want to ask you about. I've been asking the coaches the past few weeks about this, and so I just want you to give me your honest opinion. As of today, there have been around 215 or 216 African-American males killed by the police in 2016, just 2016. As a mentor leader and father to 60-plus student athletes there at Benedict College, do you talk to your guys about how to conduct themselves off campus and what they should do, in the event that they have a run-in with the police?
Yeah, always. We always talking about that, probably more at home right on campus with our own campus police, and also in the city here, being in the capital here. That's really important, how you carry yourself, and that's something you say to them from day one, is you never want to do anything to embarrass your family, embarrass this program, and embarrass your school and yourself. But I think as head coaches, I think we always worry about our players, though. We always are concerned about them, and especially at night when they leave and and they are they're on campus and going out or doing something off campus, and you worry about that all the time. So that's a huge concern for us, and you try to stay close to them. So if it is something that's on their mind, that they wouldn't have any problem knocking on the door and coming on in and talking to you about that, other than football. So that's kind of where we like to keep that, and just hope that's working for us right now.
All right, great stuff right there from Benedict College head coach Mike White. Coach, we thank you for joining us on the show, and we look forward to talking to you down the road, okay?
All right, thank you. It's great talking with you, and look forward to talking to you more later.
All right, Mike. Thank you, man.
All right,
All right. Good luck to Coach White as he continues to turn things around up there in Columbia at Benedict. Benedict College actually cracked the top 10 of this week's HSRN Division II HBCU poll. That's the Heritage Sports Radio Network HBCU poll. The Tigers checked in at number 10 in this week's poll, receiving 25 votes. Benedict is one of 5 teams from the SIAC in the poll. You have Tuskegee at number 1. Miles checks in at number 4. Lane at number 8. And they are followed by Albany State and Benedict. All right, so coming up, I'm going to give you my final thoughts of the week, and we'll take a look at some of this weekend's notable games. This is the HBCU Report, being heard via Spreaker.com. We are powered by SportsNewsAndBrews.com, your source for sports, black news, political news, and the latest on your favorite craft beers. Log on to SportsNewsAndBrews.com right now. Don't forget, in addition to Spreaker, we can be heard via iTunes, TuneIn, and Google Play Music. The HBCU Report with Rob Calloway is officially everywhere you are. And we'll be right back after these words.
It's the HBCU Report with Rob Calloway.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Connecting the SWAC, the MEAC, SIAC, and the CIAA. The HBCU experience lives here. It's the HBCU Report with Rob Calloway.
This is the HBCU Report. Rob Calloway here. Good Saturday morning. Don't forget, the HBCU Report is powered by SportsNewsAndBrews.com. SportsNewsAndBrews.com. Your official source for sports, black news, political news, and the latest on your favorite craft beers. Log on to SportsNewsAndBrews.com right now. And in addition to Spreaker, we can now be heard via iTunes, TuneIn, and Google Play Music. The HBCU Report with Rob Calloway is officially everywhere you are. Yes, sir. All right, so before we get up out of here, of course, I'm going to give you some of the notable games of today. A lot of good games on schedule. That's what happens. As the schedule progresses, the games get gooder and gooder. Yeah, I said gooder. That's what I meant. Gooder. Don't forget, you can follow us on social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at HBCU Report. The Instagram not going to it. I mean, the Instagram is up and running, but it's not really too much popping because haven't had the opportunity to get outside of the HBCU Report studios to, do some traveling and, take pictures at some of the games that I'd like to attend because, work calls, family calls, all of that stuff. So I haven't been able to get that IG really popping. So if you go to our IG, you're going to be like, oh, man. Yeah, just the promo stuff for each week of the show, telling you who's coming up. Yeah, it's not we're not doing a good job with that. But, hey, you know what you can do if you're listening to the show? And you're an HBCU sports fan, what you can do is you can take some pictures, right? You can take pictures, and you can email them to us at hbcureport@gmail.com. If you're going to the Morehouse-Clark game today, yeah, take pictures, email them to us, and then we can put them on Instagram. We'll put them on our Facebook. We'll put them everywhere. But a lot of times, oh, man, things just happen, and we're just not able to get out and about and do the things that we'd like to do. Couple news and notes. the debate, the first debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump was held this past week. Didn't go really good for the Donald. I didn't expect it to. But a few weeks ago, and I'm not sure how I failed to mention this on the show, but a few weeks ago, Secretary Hillary Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, was on the Tom Joyner Morning Show. And they were asking her, they were like, well, Madam Secretary, if you are elected president, like what type of things are you going to do for the HBCU community? Because, of course, the Tom Joyner Foundation is all about, promoting and financing HBCUs. And she said, well, my first call to action is going to be to infuse $25 billion. That's billion with a B. You heard me? Billion with the B. Is to infuse $25 billion into the HBCU community. Now, I don't know about you, but $25 billion? Oh, my God. HBCUs are back. These PWIs can forget about it. $25 billion will build you the best facilities. It will give you the ability to bring in the best at everything. Oh, my God. So that's one of the reasons why I'm with her. Now, I'm not trying to tell you who to be with, but that's one of the reasons why I'm with her, is because she plans on really doing something to help historical black colleges and universities. Meanwhile, you ask Donald Trump about black people, and what does he say? The African-American community needs more what, Donald? Law and order. I just be damned. Law and order. That was the best thing that this dude could give us when it came to the African-American community, like what type things need to happen to better the African-American community. How about the police just stop shooting us? How about that? How about that? Yeah. November, please go out and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm just going to tell you not to vote for Donald Trump. That's all I'm going to say. Because this dude is a straight idiot. Straight idiot. Straight idiot. My God. All right, so before we get out of here, man, go ahead and give you these games for today. Donald Trump, he just makes my blood boil. I swear to God. He makes my blood boil. All right, so coming up today, you got UNC Pembroke taking on Tuskegee, Benedict and Gardner-Webb. We talked about that one a few minutes ago. You've got Winston-Salem State taking on Lincoln. You've got St. Augustine's taking on Virginia Union. Alcorn State hooks up with Arkansas. Now, that game is going to be on the SEC Network. It should be interesting to see how many Arkansas hangs up on Alcorn. Alcorn not doing that well. Not doing that well at all. You got Arkansas Pine Bluff making the trip to Montgomery to take on Alabama State. You got University of Tennessee Martin taking on Rod Reed's Tennessee State Tigers. You got Howard and Norfolk State hooking up. Grambling State and Prairie View A&M hook up in the State Fair Classic. You got North Carolina Central taking on Bethune-Cookman. Morehouse and Clark, we just mentioned that one. They are in action. Mississippi Valley and Jackson State hook up. Savannah State and FAMU. The HBCU Report game of the week happens at 6 o'clock tonight, Bragg Stadium, Tallahassee, Florida. Good luck to Coach Raeburn and those Savannah State Tigers. Alabama A&M and Texas Southern hook up. 7 o'clock Central, kickoff time for that one. And then you've got the Miles College Golden Bears taking on the Albany State Rams. 7 o'clock kickoff, and what should be a good one, because this right here, this is a huge battle between two SIAC rivals and two teams that are very familiar with each other. I had the opportunity just, 3 years ago to see Miles and Albany State hook up for the SIAC football championship. Great game, great game, great game. So there you have it, folks. Those are your notable games for the day. Full slate of games on tap. It's like 20 games I didn't even touch today. So I want you guys to have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and if it's any parts of the HBCU Report with Rob Calloway that you missed, you can download them, Spreaker.com. You can also go to iTunes, Google Play Music, or tune in and check us out. And ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate it. And we will be back next week with the show even bigger and better than today. Nah, it'll be the same show. Don't forget, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you're looking for me, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'm somewhere on the yard. HBCU Report with Rob Calloway, signing off. Have a great weekend.